Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk staring at this same spreadsheet for what feels like an hour, or maybe more. Your eyes, they kind of start to glaze over. You've read the same sentence 3 times and still nothing seems to be going in. You sigh, take a sip of your coffee, and you try to push through, but your brain feels like it's slogging through wet cement. Now picture this. You get up, you walk outside, you head to the nearest park. You notice the sound of the leaves rustling, the way that the sunlight filters through the branches, and that bird hopping along the path. 15 minutes later, you're back at your desk, and suddenly that spreadsheet isn't nearly quite as intimidating. That, my friend, is attention restoration theory in action. So what's the big idea? Well, attention restoration theory, also known as ART for short, is a concept in psychology that explains how spending time in certain environments can help our minds recover from mental fatigue. It's kind of like giving your brain a little spa day, if you will. The basic premise is that our brains have 2 types of attention. Directed attention, that kind of like focused, I'm working hard here kind, and that soft fascination, the gentle, effortless kind. Directed attention is like a muscle. It gets tired when we use it too much. Soft fascination or soft attention happens when something captures your interest without demanding intense focus. Kind of like watching waves roll in, leaves fluttering in the breeze, or clouds drifting across the sky. Nature just happens to be full of these soft fascination moments.
When you're in a natural setting, think forests, beaches, and meadows, your brain literally shifts from working hard to simply absorbing what's around you. That's because nature has a perfect balance. It's interesting enough to hold your attention, but it's not so stimulating that it becomes draining. With attention restoration theory, there are 4 key ingredients for mental restoration. First one is being away, physically or mentally stepping away from your usual demands. Number 2 is fascination, something that effortlessly draws your attention. Third is extent, a sense that the environment is rich enough to explore. And fourth is compatibility. It matches your mood and your purpose. So step into a park and boom, you often hit all 4 of those without even trying.
Think about the last time that you went for a walk after a long day. Maybe you didn't plan it, you just felt like you needed some fresh air, and halfway through your shoulders started to drop, your breathing slowed, and your brain stopped replaying that awkward email that you sent earlier in the day. You might have even come back with a solution to a problem that you'd been stuck on earlier. That's ART, or attention restoration theory, doing its magic. No phone apps, no productivity hacks, just you, your senses, and the beautiful world around you.
The best part is you don't have to hike a mountain to benefit. Here are 3 easy ways to give your brain the restoration time it needs. Start with microbreaks in green spaces. Even 5 minutes sitting under a tree can help. Then move on to nature commutes. Walk the long way if it means passing through a park or a tree-lined street. If you have to be stuck indoors, try some window views. Position yourself so that you can see the sky, the trees, or the water. The trick is to let your mind wander. Not multitasking, not scrolling, just be.
So next time you feel mentally fried, don't just push through. Give your brain the gift of soft fascination. Step outside, notice the details, and let nature do its thing. And if you want to explore more ways to restore your mind and reconnect with the natural world, I would love if you would join us in our free Rewild community. We share tips, guided practices, and stories to help you bring a little more wild into your everyday life. You can join us for free. The link's down below, and I'll see you in there.